But what we need to talk to Merce about now is what happened at the Emirates today.
Thierry Henry's return to Arsenal as Mikel Arteta's new assistant coach has been met with joy, pride, and a strong sense of nostalgia from fans across the globe. For many supporters, Henry is more than just a club legend, he is the very embodiment of Arsenal's golden years. Now, stepping back into the club not as a player but as part of the coaching staff, he carries the weight of expectation, legacy, and the dream of restoring Arsenal to the summit of English and European football. When Henry addressed the players for the first time, his words struck deeply, resonating with the old guard, the younger stars, and the new arrivals who know they are stepping into an era charged with ambition and emotion. Henry's first words to the squad were filled with pride but also heavy with responsibility. He reminded the players that wearing the Arsenal shirt is more than a privilege, it's a duty. He spoke passionately about the badge, describing it as something that represents not just a club but a way of life, an identity forged by history, tradition, and countless sacrifices made by those who came before. In Henry's eyes, every training session, every tackle, every goal, and even every mistake should be approached with an attitude of learning, accountability, and determination. He emphasized that Arsenal players don't just play football, they set standards for others to follow. The atmosphere in the room as Henry spoke was electric. Players like Bukayo Saka and Martin Ødegaard, who have been carrying much of the club's responsibility in recent years, were visibly energized by his speech. They understood immediately that Henry's return was not ceremonial but purposeful. He was there to challenge them, to drive them, and to make them better, not only as footballers but as professionals who understand the gravity of playing for Arsenal. For the new signings, including Emirates and Rodrigo, Henry's message was particularly powerful. Both players, talented and ambitious, arrived at Arsenal with high expectations from fans and management alike. Hearing one of the greatest footballers of his generation welcome them, set standards, and call them to rise to the occasion gave them even greater motivation. Ease, known for his creativity and flair, listened intently as Henry spoke about responsibility off the ball and the need to fight for the team's cause at all times. Rodrigo, arriving from Real Madrid, was inspired by Henry's demand for courage in front of goal, his reminder that big players deliver in big moments, and that Arsenal expects nothing less. Henry did not only speak to the players but also address the fans in his early comments. He thanked them for their loyalty and passion, acknowledging that Arsenal supporters have endured difficult moments in recent years yet never abandoned the club. He promised them that his presence is not about reliving the past but about helping to build a brighter future. Henry recalled the chants from Highbury, the unforgettable nights in Europe, and the magical atmosphere at the Emirates when Arsenal plays with courage and style. He asked fans to keep pushing, keep believing, and keep standing with the team, because together they could reignite the fire that once made Arsenal one of the most feared names in world football. What makes Henry's words more than just motivational speeches is the authenticity behind them. He has lived it, he has delivered under pressure, and he knows what it means to compete at the highest level. When he tells a striker to trust their instincts or a midfielder to command the pitch, it carries a weight no textbook can replicate. His presence alone demands respect, but his decision to pour his heart into the club once again demonstrates that this is not about reputation, it is about service and love for Arsenal. For Mikel Arteta, Henry's arrival is both a relief and a reinforcement. Arteta has been tirelessly reshaping Arsenal into a competitive side, but he knows that guidance from a figure like Henry adds a new dimension to the project. Arteta acknowledged publicly that Henry's involvement is a game-changing moment, because it creates a bridge between the club's glorious past and its promising future. Both men share an obsession with details, discipline, and the desire to win, making their partnership one that could inspire Arsenal to scale new heights. Training sessions since Henry's arrival have already shown signs of transformation. Players are more alert, sharper, and hungrier to prove themselves. They know Henry is watching, and for many, the chance to impress him feels almost as valuable as winning matches. The media buzz surrounding his return has also created a renewed sense of optimism among fans, many of whom believe that Arsenal has finally reconnected with its identity. The expectations are sky high. With the blend of young talent, experienced leaders, and high-profile signings like Eze and Rodrigo, the Arsenal squad feels more complete than in recent years. Henry's first words serve as both inspiration and warning: the time for excuses is over. Arsenal must step up, fight, and reclaim their rightful place at the top. His speech was not just about motivation, it was a manifesto for a new era. An era where Arsenal combines beautiful football with ruthless efficiency, where every player understands that they are part of something greater than themselves. For fans around the world, Thierry Henry's return is more than a coaching appointment. It is hope reborn. It is the rekindling of a flame that once burned brighter than any in English football. It is a reminder that Arsenal is not just another club, it is a family, a legacy, and a standard of excellence. As Henry begins this new chapter, supported by Arteta and driven by the hunger of the players, one thing is clear: Arsenal is ready to rise again, and this time, it feels like destiny is firmly on their side.